What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with another video. And this is hot off the presses. Shout out to What Else Is Going On podcast. Shout out to you, girl. She attended the actual trial and live tweeted the trial. And according to her reports, just less than an hour ago, Karen was sentenced to 2 years in jail, 1 year suspended. So Karen is going to serve a year behind bars. That clankety clank she was talking about is now happening to her. So we're going to get into the details of her conviction and her sentencing in this video. But first, if you're watching, if for some reason you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Layla Lynn. I do celebrity news and nostalgia. Here we forget about nothing. So we're going to talk about her past allegations of driving under the influence, driving while intoxicated, and all of that led her here to where now, because it's her fourth time being arrested for like the same thing, she now has to serve prison time. And according to What Else Is Going On podcast, Karen was screaming out in the courtroom, screaming out to Ray. So y'all, let's just go ahead and get into it. I will put a link to What Else Is Going On podcast. I'll put a link in the description box and in the comment section. To me, when you look at her tweets, it looks like things started going awry when it came to the rehab. Like the judge and the prosecution were not buying the rehab that Karen went to. Like they didn't feel like it was enough of a rehab. What Else Is Going On podcast tweeted, the prosecution isn't really buying the reason given for Karen choosing that recovery spot. She says prosecution is running down her other offenses and says something has to give. She understands people getting second chances, but this is her fourth. Like she already had her second chance. She already had her third chance. This would be her fourth chance. And being that she is putting people's lives at risk, not only her own life, but other people's lives at risk, like the judge had to do something. In my opinion, and I said that before, I felt like Karen needed to go to jail. I didn't think it was going to be a year, though. I did not think she would have to spend a year in jail. I thought it would be like 30 days. And then maybe she would serve like half of that, like a partial sentence. I didn't think it would be a year. So she said Karen did testify. She apologized for bringing this whole situation to trial. And she was arrogant. She admitted she was arrogant and thinking she could handle alcohol. So let's just review what Karen's defense was, first of all. And I didn't get a chance to do a video on this, but this was her defense. Now that she hired new attorneys, this was her defense. She said, number one, the stress of losing her parents, number one. And then number two, providing responsible leadership on the Real Housewives of Potomac, number two. So that whole grand dame thing, like she really takes that to heart. Like it really gives her that ego boost. Like she really thinks like she's in a leadership position on the show. And she said being in leadership on RHOP led her to taking more antidepressants. And she believes this played a role in her being arrested for driving under the influence. And this information is courtesy of In Touch Weekly. According to documents obtained by In Touch, she asked the judge to go soft on her sentencing on Wednesday, today, February 26th, and the judge did not do so. According to the What Else Is Going On podcast, the judge was going in on the footage. The footages really kind of sealed the deal for Karen because Karen was arrogant in the footage. What Else Is Going On podcast said this judge is reading Karen's actions on that body cam to filth. Now, y'all remember on that body cam, I don't know the color of the judge. Actually, it's a black judge, but I'm not sure. I don't know the color of the judge. But on that body cam, remember, Karen was so arrogant. She was name dropping Andy Cohen. She was talking about cops being white and poor. Like she did herself no favors on that footage. And to me, the most incriminating part was that she said she was lit. Like in the footage, she was like, damn, I'm lit. And I felt like that was very incriminating, especially since her new attorneys were arguing that she had a concussion. Like thoroughly in her defense, they were saying that she was concussed. It wasn't just being tipsy or under the influence. Apparently the airbags must have deployed, and they were saying that Karen also had a concussion, and that's why she was acting the way she was acting in that footage. But that footage did her no favors. Oh my God, you guys. Karen is going to jail. So let's get into what she yelled at to Ray. Oh yeah, and the judge said she had the hang of working the system because of her previous arrest. Like, this was her fourth one and she hadn't served jail time yet. And so it was clear that she knows how to work the system. And the judge was like, you're not getting past me. That grand dame thing was not working. So what else is going on? Tweeted, as Karen was being taken into custody, she yelled, "Love you, Ray. God's got you. You'll be all right. God bless you." Oh my God. Oh my God. So dramatic. Sounds like a movie scene. But Karen is currently in custody. They say she has up to 90 days. Let me go back to the tweet. She can appeal the decision, but apparently she's in custody right now. She has 30 days to appeal and 90 days to ask the judge for a reconsideration. Lord, have mercy on Karen and all the other women in prison. Listen, if you're watching from prison, if you're able to watch, because I know some prisons are very low security. If you're able to watch YouTube from prison, y'all leave a comment. Or even if you've been to prison, tell us, what is it going to be like for Karen in prison? Like, we know she won't be able to wear her wig. She might as well take that off. But other than that, for an older woman in prison, what is her experience going to be like? I feel like this is going to be such a reality check. I'm sure she's going to file an appeal. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, if she'll have success on the appeal. I feel like that footage kind of sealed the deal for her. If you ask me, it was the footage. It was the fact that it was the fourth time, maybe on the second time, or maybe even the third time she could have gotten away with it. But the fact that it was her fourth arrest for driving under the influence, between that and that incriminating footage, I didn't have much hope anyway. And I did feel like Karen needed to see the jail doors close on her. She needed to hear that clink, clink. And I hope she's okay. I'm just thinking about her mental health being in jail. I hope she's okay. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. As always, thanks for watching. Now, if you made it this far to the end of the video, then I think you like my content. So make sure you subscribe and check out my channel. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Check out my playlist and my podcast, and I assure you, you will like more of my content.